Boy, Netflix is just on a roll with these teen rom-coms, you know what I mean? The Kissing Booth, Insatiable, To All the Boys, just when you thought it was all over. Nope, we got one more. Kind of like Insatiable, this movie was attractive to me because, like I was in high school, the main character is a chubby, nerdy, kind of awkward loser, and it's nice to have a movie where the main character actually looks like how they're supposed to be portrayed. Like usually in movies or TV shows or whatever, like you have the girl or the guy who's supposed to be some awkward loser nobody, but come on, really? Who are you trying to kid? So, like we've done countless times before, let's take a walk. Sierra Burgess is a loser answers the one big question we've all had on our minds for a while now. What happened to Barb when she went into the Upside Down? Well, was she eaten by the Demogorgon? What really happened to her? Well, turns out it's even worse than we thought. She's in the marching band now! Oh, Barb. You don't deserve this. No, but really, the movie starts out with Sierra Burgess, a frumpy-dumpy high school girl who gets good grades, likes reading philosophy, and totally doesn't care about how she looks.
Wait. You have toothpaste on your face.
No. Okay, well, won't you sell more books if you have the one teenager who doesn't obsess over looks?
I'll pretend I don't hear the insult in that.
I'm all for self-esteem and love yourself and all that stuff, but I don't know, purposely walking around with toothpaste on your face seems like you're kind of missing the point. Anyway, Sierra's dad is a famous writer, which if you think about it is kind of like our parents' generation's version of a YouTuber.
How'd you sleep?
Bent my socks ate my feet again.
Dreams are the bright creatures of poem and legend who sport on earth in the night season and melt away in the first beam of the sun.
Okay, Dad, hey, just because it's legal now doesn't mean you gotta use it first thing in the morning, all right? Most people just drink coffee. Now, turns out Sierra Burgess is a loser. Shocking, right? And we know this because this movie's version of the plastics from Mean Girls, or the OMG girls from the Kissing Booth, you ever notice that it's always 3 girls? Like every popular girl has exactly 2 friends. What's that about?
New car fund. I'm pimping myself the only way I can.
Why is the new car fund so unsexy? Oh my goodness, that is a really bad selfie.
You know what? I don't need this from you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Dan!
I wonder what life is like for rejects.
Well, I don't know how things work nowadays, but back in my time, we basically just sat around our lunch table arguing Dragon Ball Z lore or whatever, and eating way too many pizza Lunchables. Which, by the way, really only tastes like pizza because they told us it did. We had really low standards back then. So here's where the story gets going. Sierra wants to tutor people so she can save money for a new car. But Veronica, who looks exactly like a young Jessica Biel, by the way, how does that even work? Anyway, she rips it up because pretty girls are mean. Later that day, Veronica and her 2 friends are hanging out at the local diner, and guess who shows up? It's Peter from To All the Boys. Except his name is Jamie now, and he's this kind of awkward, sort of goofy kid or whatever. But of course, he's also the star football quarterback, because, hey, why don't we just check every box on the list?
Hi. Hey, I'm Jamie. Hi.
So he asks for Veronica's number, and she gives him Sierra's number, which she crumpled up earlier, but still held on to because why?
555-0147.
What?
Wait, what just happened?
Oh my God.
Whose number was that? Sierra Burgess's.
Now you've probably already guessed the entire movie, but the whole movie is about how Jamie thinks he's talking to Veronica, but actually he's talking to Sierra the whole time. Sierra and Jamie text each other all night, sending little flirty animal pictures back and forth, just cute little stuff. But I gotta say, kids in these movies are always so much better at flirting than I was back in high school. They're both a little quirky, a little splash of sarcasm here and there, a hint of cockiness wrapped in obvious self-deprecation. It's almost like someone told them what to say, you know what I mean? But back when I was a 21-year-old high school student, things didn't go nearly so well for me. Hey, hi, who is this? It's Alex from English class. Anyway, so Sierra knows it's a wrong number, but still has no idea who Jamie thinks she is. But then, the truth comes out.
Like Veronica?
That's what I have to live up to?
The next day, I think, Veronica gets dumped by the college guy she's dating because, as he apparently said, she's just not smart enough. But being told by a college freshman that you aren't smart enough has got to be rough. Because, there's no one higher on the intellectual totem pole than a dude who's taking his 101s, you know what I'm saying? So Veronica goes out to cry in the hallway, and here's where Sierra gets her sweet revenge.
What do you want?
I know you've been giving out my number to random guys. So I think we can help each other.
If you think I'm gonna host a pity party for a reject like you, then you've added crazy pills to your hormone pills when you really need diet pills.
That's a long walk for a fat joke, okay? Veronica, I'll tell you what, I'll give you the weekend. Let's circle back on Monday. I'll let you try again, all right?
Because I can help you seem smarter. To get back that guy.
How?
I tutor people all the time. But I do need one minor favor in return.
No, psycho stalker. You can't be friends with me. Do you know how many people beg to do my homework in exchange for me following them? 20,000 followers. Following 0.
Well, shoot, 20,000 followers, bringing out the big guns now, are we? Well, I'll have you know, Veronica, that one of my tweets was re-uploaded to 9gag with my name and face cropped out. So, yeah, not really sure where I'm going with this, actually. Sierra offers to tutor Veronica to help her get the college guy back so she won't be tempted to go after Jamie, because remember, Jamie thinks he's talking to Veronica. And then Sierra can just be like, surprise, I'm not Veronica, and then Jamie's obviously just gonna say, haha, being lied to is so much fun. You definitely seem well adjusted. But like, really though, it gets to the point where they literally FaceTime with Jamie, and they have Sierra talk while Veronica mouths the words.
Coming! Hey. Sorry about that. So, how was your day?
Are you seriously trying to pull a singing in the rain bit right now? Now later on during one of the tutoring sessions, Veronica's having a tough night because her home life is just the worst. And so, for whatever reason, Veronica takes Sierra's phone so she can send some selfies to Jamie to keep the lie going. Now this by itself is like a whole thing, but more importantly, can you imagine just handing your phone to someone like that? Hey, give me your phone so I can take some selfies. Oh no. Oh, it gets worse. Oh, why would you even save this picture? Anyway, so after getting a sexy picture of Veronica's bra strap, geez, Netflix, can we at least keep this PG-13, all right? Jamie finally builds up the courage to ask her on a date.
You know what? I'm actually glad you called.
Because I had a question that I wanted to ask you.
And it's totally okay if you say no.
Hey, my friend wants to know if you could take another selfie, but this time, could you dress up like Gadget from Rescue Rangers? Anyway, Sierra plans to meet him on the date and confess everything, but we're only at the 45-minute mark of the movie, so you better strap yourself in. To keep the illusion going, Veronica meets Jamie for the date, and surprise, surprise, Jamie starts to fall for Veronica, because that's who he thinks he's been talking to the whole time. And when he goes in for the kiss, this happens. I mean, this is just getting sad. Like at first it was just like whatever, but now this is just weird. Like, what is this movie? Since Sierra and Veronica are getting all buddy-buddy now, Veronica invites her to a party. But here we meet Spencer, the college guy that Veronica likes, and we learn some totally shocking information about him.
I told Veronica she's dumb to make her insecure. I guarantee she puts out tonight.
You're the master. I bow down to you, sir.
Hey.
What? You're telling me the college guy with hair covered in pizza grease going after high school girls? You're telling me that guy might be a little sleazy? What? Get out of town. So Veronica ends up doing the old
Devil's Tango
with Mr. Pizza Grease over here, and he dumps her, which, would you believe, she doesn't really appreciate all that much. Now here's where we get to the climax of the movie, okay? Jamie's team is playing against Sierra and Veronica's school. Now while on his way to the field, he sees Veronica and kisses her, because, he thinks he's kind of sort of dating her, which if you think about it, he kind of sort of is. But of course Sierra sees this and somehow blames Veronica? Even though the whole reason Jamie thinks he's dating Veronica is because Sierra literally sent them on a date together, but it's totally Veronica's fault, right? To get back at her, Sierra hacks into her Instagram, and by hack I mean she just guesses her password, and tells all 20,000 followers that Veronica got dumped by Spencer last night. I assume the logic here is that Jamie would see it and think Veronica was cheating on him or something, and that's gonna make him fall in love with Sierra. I think there might be a few holes in your plan here. You might wanna just give it a once over. So of course everyone sees the post. Veronica and Sierra try to explain everything to Jamie, which how do you even begin to do that? Hey Jamie, funny story, you ever seen the movie Freaky Friday? And in the end, it's homecoming. Sierra's going alone because, surprise, surprise, no one really wants to hang out with a sociopath. But just when you think it's all over, guess who shows up?
What are you doing here?
Look, Sierra, what you did was terrible, and I mean bad.
I know, and I'm so sorry.
Honestly, had we not met the way that we had, maybe I wouldn't have noticed you. I mean, you're not exactly everybody's type, and
Okay.
But you're my type. You are exactly my type.
She's exactly your type, Jamie. Oh, I just love girls who lie and catfish me for weeks at a time, pull elaborate dating hoaxes, set me up with their friends, and then get mad about it for some reason. Oh boy, can't wait for more of these wacky adventures. And of course, the movie ends with everyone making up, Sierra gets the hot guy, and there are 0 consequences for anything she did throughout the whole movie. So, there's your lesson for the week, kids. You never have to face consequences for anything you do, no matter how creepy or illegal they may be. So, good luck. But like, really though, what exactly is the point of this movie? Like, it starts out with this kind of story about the frumpy loser girl who doesn't care about her looks and focuses more on her grades and future and all that, and that's fine. But like, all of a sudden it just turns into, hey, you know that girl in your English class that you thought was maybe kind of weird? Well, turns out she's even weirder. Like, how are we even supposed to feel any sympathy for Sierra, really? Like, because she's maybe kind of chubby? Like, is that really the excuse we're going with here? I mean, hey, I get it. You know, being the fat kid in high school was not easy, but like, come on. And like, to be fair, we do get to learn a lot about Veronica, and like, we see that she's a lot more three-dimensional than she seems at first, but the whole movie is still set in this idea of like, skinny, pretty girls are mean, but not me. I'm smart and funny and nice. Where's my high school quarterback boyfriend? I mean, like, really, it's kind of just like Nice Girl, the movie. This week's video is brought to you by BetterHelp. So okay, BetterHelp is basically counseling or therapy done online right from your home. They have hundreds of different therapists from like any religion or ethnic background or life experience, like whatever. Like, you can choose the therapist that's right for you, and you can change anytime. And while of course mental health counseling and therapy services are the main focus, they also have things like marriage counseling, career advice counseling, help for addiction, counseling for family issues, anger management, and so on. It only costs between $35 to like $70 a week with unlimited communication with your therapist. Now, compare that to regular therapy, which costs upward of like $300 per session. Not that bad. And get this, if you need help, but you're worried about like money or financial situation, whatever, like they even offer financial assistance for those who qualify. Now, I get a lot of messages from people who tell me how my videos have helped them through tough times or, you know, talked them off a ledge, so to speak. And I'm really glad that they resonate with you in that way. But as should be very obvious, I'm not a professional. So if you're having these feelings and you need someone to talk to, or you just need help from a certified professional therapist, click the link in the description and please give BetterHelp a try. To be fair though, there are pieces of a good movie in here. Like honestly, I think they should have just removed Jamie's character altogether. I mean, really, his whole character has no journey, no growth, no anything. He's the exact same character at the beginning of the movie as he is at the end. Like, he just exists. I think the movie could have been a lot better if there was no Jamie and it was just this kind of girl friendship story about two girls on opposite sides of the high school spectrum. You know, Sierra begrudgingly tutors Veronica to make her smart enough for the college guy. And of course, they end up learning that they're both more similar than they are different. You know, Veronica learns that she is smart and has more value as a person than just her looks. Sierra learns that caring about looks doesn't have to be this evil narcissistic thing, or just because you're pretty doesn't automatically mean your life is perfect, or something like that. And then of course in the end everybody hugs and cries and you get the idea. At least that way, Sierra would have had some kind of character arc or growth or something, because like pretty quickly I found myself way more interested in Veronica's story than anything that happened with the actual main character of the movie. Sierra's character doesn't really change or grow or anything either. Like, she just does all this weird creepy stuff, and then in the end she doesn't really learn any kind of lesson, but everything works out anyway, so like, what? Like, this movie could have been an interesting or at least different take on the whole My Fair Lady / Pretty Woman trope with Sierra and Veronica and all that. But like, of all the directions they could have taken this movie, somehow they picked the worst one. As it is now, I don't know, it's just kind of dumb. To be fair though, I actually like Shannon Purser a lot. I think she does very good work. You know, she's great in Stranger Things, she does a good job in Riverdale, like she's good in what she does. I just think this movie had a lot of kind of extra like superfluous things that didn't really need to be there, and it could have been a more focused, cohesive story instead of kind of telling a bunch of different ones all at the same time. That's just my personal opinion. You might feel differently. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, tell me what show you want me to do, or what's your favorite part of the video, or just come say hi, it's fine. Check out my dog Charlie on Instagram, Charlie Meets Pumpkin. My wife posts there almost every single day, so you just get a little extra dog in your life. Above all else, everybody have a great day, and I'll see you all next time.